Vlog day 541. Good morning, it's Monday, which is weird because weekends don't mean anything to me anymore. I'm off to write. I'm up at 10. Well, it's like almost 10:30 now, but I got up close to 10, which is good. It's a good step in the right direction. I'm moving my way back towards getting up at earlier. Set an alarm, went well. I'm up, I'm at 'em, and I'm gonna head down. I think I'm gonna head down to the Peloton. I'm gonna try and write for a bit, and I'm thinking about for lunch or dinner, something around there, going to the Lizard Lounge. The Lizard Lounge because the Rendons, that was their second place that they wanted me to go. They've sponsored my search for good Mexican food in the city, and so Lizard Lounge is on the list. And why put it off any longer when we could go there today? So I think that's what's gonna happen. We'll see if Natasha joins me for some writing at the Peloton or not. And don't forget, if you are in Paris this Friday, we're going to be doing a meetup. Cheryl and I and Andrea. I think Andrea's gonna be there and Natasha might be there a little bit later. We'll see who all shows up. But it'll be at La Fourmi, which is right next to Pigalle. It's a bar, lots of space, really fun. We're gonna show up at 7 because that way we can actually claim space. And then, yeah, we'll just hang out until I guess we get bored or they kick us out or, whatever happens. So Friday, 7 o'clock, La Fourmi, be there. With that, let's get out of here. Good luck, by the way. I like that. I need food. Now, we're gonna go check out the Lizard Lounge. However, after doing some research and asking these guys, Jason, it's not a Mexican restaurant, it's a burger joint, which is what I thought I saw when I went online. And then that's what these guys said. So we'll go check it out and we'll see if there's anything there that will fit within the calorie count. But if it doesn't, because you gave me the money specifically to find Mexican food in the city, what I'm gonna do is I might show you this little Mexican place that just opened up recently over on Rue des Écus, which you will know from La de Falafel and Miznan. It's pretty tasty. So we might go grab that instead. But just to be sure, we'll go check out Lizard Lounge, see what's going on in there, and we'll make decisions once we're there. They do have pictures of chips. Ooh, they've got nachos? Well, I really need to do some research on my calorie count for today and might have to go for a really long run after this. Yeah, definitely not a Mexican place. They do have quesadillas and nachos though. I'm gonna try the nachos and I'm gonna do the best I can to actually figure out what the hell this is gonna do to my calories for the day, but we'll go from there. But was thinking about running today. I'm definitely going for a nice long run this afternoon, but I haven't eaten, all I've had today so far has been a banana, so shouldn't be breaking things too badly at this point. I like that salsa. Definitely tasty. The hunt for the substantial, king of nachos, though, continues for sure. These guys also laughed when they told them I was here because it was supposed to be a Mexican restaurant. And they suggested Candelaria, so there you go. And one other, which I gotta ask her if she actually figured out the name of before I go. Happy New Year to you, too. These guys are hilarious. Actually, that one of the women that works there reminds me of my friend Jess, who owns a restaurant in the Congo. I definitely need to reach out to her and see how she's doing. But they were tasty. It was nice. Not a Mexican place though whatsoever. They did suggest going to Boca Mexa, which is a place that I've walked by before but haven't tried. So there are a handful of places around to give a shot. We'll find something good. Anyways, left half the chips and as much of the sour cream behind as possible. For those of you freaking out that I'm eating tortilla chips while on a diet, don't worry, it'll work out. Hunger's cut just enough to get back to work, so on to Agnar's box. And Natasha bailed on me, so there'll be no Natasha today. She's staying home today. Sad day. But that's okay. The weather's turning out wonderfully here too. Just like the weather forecast said it would. Probably go for a stroll at some point before the sun sets. We want to take advantage as best we can. noticed the scaffolding is gone. I don't even know how to identify this place anymore. Time to take Gustav on a quick walk break. I'm making amazing progress with Agnar's box. This is so good. Hacking stuff out. I've rearranged some things, like I'm really happy with the progress. I feel like the story is so much stronger the way that I have rebuilt it, and so I just want to keep cracking away at it while I've got this time. I'm not teaching English for the next few weeks. Don't really have any big obligations right now. Wake up every morning and write every day, and I've been writing on it for about the last 4 or 5 hours, so that's pretty good. We'll get back to it. We'll do some more here hopefully, but we are coming to the end of the day on that, unfortunately. So in the meantime, we'll give Gustav a walk, check out the islands, enjoy the nice weather, and then see where we go from there. Gross, Gustav. What I couldn't catch there, because it was a little bit too risky, was that Gustav stopped in the middle of the street to take a dump right in front of a police car who had to wait for me to pick it up. Killing me, Gustav. Absolutely killing me. All right, went back, made a little bit more progress. I know exactly what I need to do next, so I left notes for myself. It's funny, I leave notes for myself like, you need to do this, idiot. Like, I'm very direct in talking to myself in the future kind of thing. I don't know if that's how anybody else takes notes, but that's kind of how I end up doing it. So tomorrow, yet more progress shall be made, I'm sure. Got a couple of, oh man, I'm so excited. That's all I want to do, is I want to get back to writing. But what we're gonna do right now is go home, change, go for a run, figure out what we're doing for dinner, and then probably, well, maybe I'll get to write a little bit, but odds are good we'll get to editing earlier is my goal right now, and then go to bed at a reasonable hour, wake up earlier again tomorrow, trying to recapture a more reasonable sleep schedule. So let's see if we can get there. Go for a run. Also, I have to zip this all the way up because this this sweatshirt that Steve gave me is like really nice quality, but like a size or two too big. So if I leave this unzipped, it all just flops around. I don't look too silly, but it's more of a peripheral vision issue. So I'll take it off as soon as I'm warmed up. Christine, really nice to meet you. Sorry I didn't think to film while we were talking, but I never think to take selfies while talking to people. Comment? C'est fermé? Well, that nice French lady let me know that the stairs were closed back there. Elle a dit qu'elle était fermée, en fait. So I gotta run back and then run up topside. That's the goal. Christine, anyways, it was nice to meet you twice. I hope you heard us when we said that it was closed, but it looked like your headphones are on and probably pretty intense. Okay, back to the run. I had to film this twice, by the way, because running uphill and talking to the camera sucks. But I accidentally turned off the camera while running. Back to the run. Whew, that was awesome. Oh geez, where did this fall to? Having some identity crisis moments here, I think, with the old tripod. So that was a great run. I went 5 miles at just over a 9-minute pace, which is not actually bad at all. The 5 miles was pseudo-accidental because that lady was really nice to come by and warn me that actually what she was warning me of was that the water levels had gotten so high that you couldn't pass. I didn't really understand that very well because I had my earbuds in and stuff, and so she told me it was closed, and I was like, oh, okay. We crossed paths a couple more times, and then she just ran with me, and it turns out she's a lawyer, and she has a friend who does immigration law and who hopefully I'm going to get connected with. She's just super, super nice. So it was really nice to meet you. If you see this, probably would not be a bad idea to get an immigration lawyer because, as you might remember, I'm going to the prefecture this week, and that brings up something I've been thinking about the last few days, in that it's really fun and really exciting to talk about this stuff, and we're going to keep working on it, building up towards it, like making the room into the chateau, right? Turning this place into a place that is way more comfortable and livable and useful, as well as like equipment upgrades that I like to make and some traveling I like to do and whatever. But I have this this little chunk of change that I've saved up that I think I probably should look into using a little bit differently as I get established here. And that is, I'm seriously thinking about getting a French accountant and an immigration lawyer, because those things seem like very, very important things. Make sure that I'm set up properly, paying my taxes properly, and am integrated properly into the French system via the accountant, and then grabbing a lawyer to help me hopefully smooth out the way towards actually getting my immigration paperwork finished. Which could also build into a good relationship down the line as far as like trying to work towards getting citizenship, which is a long-term goal as well, that we're not putting a champagne bottle on the wall for, because that one is 5 years down the road and champagne doesn't last that long. So things like the light, which I need to get a new one of. I'm sure that you're kind of annoyed at how dark the setting is right now. At least I know I am. Those kinds of things. There are a couple little things like that I probably should purchase up front just to make sure that this is actually still watchable. But in the long run, it's going to be really, really important that I do some of those adulting things first. So not that I'm putting everything completely on hold, but as I kind of gather my resources and try to figure out where I'm at to start, I want to make sure that I take care of those really important things first. Make sure that I'm in good with my taxes, and then the immigration side. The immigration side of stuff, as you guys know, I don't want to talk about anything as it's in process. Legal stuff while it's in process, I want to tell you, but there are some documents, some things that I'm not sure if I've done properly, and some things that I want to make sure get done properly. But the number one thing is really just getting them to go at it for me and hopefully blaze a path, because I'm bouncing around like a pinball over here. Not looking forward to Friday. So I'm going to text Ada right now. Maybe I can meet up with her friend in the interim. But anyways, get that ball rolling. Speaking of which, dinner. Also got to shower, start editing. Just in case this is where things end for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. I would love to have you here every day. I make a video every day. It's kind of absurd. So do stick around. Obviously, if you're thinking about jumping on Patreon, I'd love to have you. Welcome to my new patrons. I think we've had something like 15 new patrons already at the beginning of January, which is amazing and insanity. And we are just barreling forward towards those goals on Patreon, which means we're getting very close to unlocking regional travel. If you guys want to see me travel more in France, we got to get to that 750 mark as described on the site. I also got to look back at those goals and kind of make some adjustments based on how life has changed recently. But if you want to join us there, that would be great, especially because the disposable camera is getting close to full. And if you're $3 or up, you'll be getting a postcard from me, hopefully, in not too long. That's about that. Thanks again for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another day of hunger, running, and writing. That's not going to become a tagline.